Hello, my diamonds. This is just a warning so that you can protect yourself when it comes to these migrants or the immigrants. You know how they are going about being slick when it comes to home invasion, and when it comes to robbing people and ripping you off. You have to be careful. Now normally when you see a woman and children in trouble, your automatic response is to try to help them. I'm sorry to say, and this really breaks my heart, that we can't do that anymore. Those days are over, okay? You can't do that anymore because this is what's going on.
What's going on, people? I'm just spreading awareness for the migrant problem that we're having. People in Queens, you have to be aware of these immigrants, most likely women and children, knocking on your door, begging for money. What they do is their goons or husbands or boyfriends are not too far away. Once you fall into the trap and you want to give them something, you want to help them, they're in your house. Then all of a sudden, the males come behind and they do a home invasion on you. They tie you up, they take whatever they want, and then they leave you there to be found by family member, neighbor, whoever comes to your home. And this is the reality. So be careful, watch your surroundings.
Here's more warnings.
Hello, I'm Sheriff Mike Sherrod. I just wanted to bring a little bit of an alert to many people. I've been receiving phone calls from a lot of areas across Oakland County. There is, in fact, a rash of high-end burglaries that are occurring in numerous communities across the county. We believe it's a targeted type of thing, and it's from folks well outside of Michigan. So know that many agencies are working on this, and a lot of resources are being poured into this. But things you should do is be more aware of your surroundings, be aware of what's happening in your neighborhood. Make sure if you have an alarm, you set your alarm, lock your doors, lock your windows, lock your car. Do those things that don't make you an attractive target. That would be a big help, but also watch what's going on in your neighborhood. You're more likely to know a car that belongs or doesn't belong than us, even if we're doing extra patrol in a lot of these neighborhoods across the county. So kind of tune into that. Look for cars or suspicious activity, suspicious people walking, especially if they're going through yards, especially in the evening, and give a call to your local police department if it's not us.
Now, you also have some American citizens who are trying to help the immigrants by opening up their homes to try to help these people, and they have lived to regret it. Because it's so easy to move people in, and it's hell. It's literal hell trying to get them out. That's why you have to be very, very careful. Let's listen to this young man. Can you believe how many immigrants are living on her property? What? Let's just listen.
This woman welcomed illegal immigrants onto her property, but it turned out to be a huge mistake, and now she can't get them out. Emmeline has a huge piece of land in Belgium, so she decided to open it up for illegal immigrants to live in. She even offered them necessities and freshly cooked meals every day. But after 2.5 years of helping these illegal immigrants, Emmeline is doing everything she can to get them off her property. It turns out that many of these immigrants are always drinking and very often turn violent, which has caused Emmeline to feel very unsafe. Some of them have even set her property on fire or left it littered with trash. And unfortunately, because of her generosity, there's now over 100 illegal immigrants living on her property.
They have
migrants
with discipline, and we're executing on it. It is my vision to take the next step to this, to go to the faith-based locales, and then move to private residence. There are residents who are suffering right now because of economic challenges. They have spare rooms, they have locales, and if we can find a way to get over the 30-day rule and other rules that government has in its place, we can take that $4.2 billion, 4.3 it may be now, that we potentially have to spend, and we could put it back in the pockets of everyday New Yorkers, everyday houses of worship, instead of putting it in the pockets of corporations. And some of those corporations come from outside our city. We're disciplined and we're executing on it. It is my vision to take the next step to this, to go to the faith-based locales, and then move to private residents. There are residents who are suffering right now because of...
And now you're caught. Fucking get it. I really don't. I mean, you did it. You finally did it. You got out of Venezuela. Your country's in shambles. You made it to America for a better life. You go to Chicago. And what do? You beat the man down. You choke him out until he's completely unconscious. You rob him. And now you're caught. And now you're going to get sentenced. And if you're lucky, you'll only go to jail and continue to be an American citizen, but most likely you're going to get deported back to Venezuela. And you want to know why all the Americans are all up in arms about all the immigrants pouring in to the United States of America. And by the way, there's a lot of good people coming through those borders wanting a better life, but it's pieces of shit like you that is ruining it for the rest of them. Send me your comments. Let me know what you think. Fuck.
Or suite in your home, please consider hosting a family. Safe housing and shelter is our most pressing need. Become a sponsor family.
It's okay, because I genuinely have a plan where we can get these immigrants into housing. We should stop asking us normal people to help when we can barely get by ourselves. So here's my solution. Oprah has a 23,000 square foot house worth $100 million. It's got 70 acres. And if I remember right, it's got 7 bedrooms. So you got 7 bedrooms. You also have 23 other thousand square feet where they could stay, and then 70 acres. And that's just your California house. Bill Gates also has 7 bedrooms. This house was over 20,000 square feet. 10 bathrooms. Seems like everybody can get taken care of. Oh, my apologies. Oprah's house only has 6 bedrooms. Dang, we couldn't help everybody. And Bezos, oh great Bezos, he has a 13,600 square foot house with 10 acres of land and 8 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms. He could help quite a few families too. Old Zuckerberg, he's got 5 bedrooms as well. So he can help some people out. Oh, and then the old Pelosi property, she has 7 bedrooms herself. And Miss Kamala Harris, she has a 9,000 square foot home with, let's see how many, 4 bedrooms. I'm sure she's got at least 1 extra. And then last but not least, we do have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He's got a 6 bedroom, 12 bathroom abode on whatever. My point is, this article also said that Dwayne owned a potential of up to 10 properties. It didn't have all the specific details. But my point is that all these billionaires, these are just the houses that they live in. This doesn't count other buildings, properties, homes, things that they just own and never go to. They got their freaking lake houses, oceanfront properties, hotels that they own. If this is really a problem that people and politicians care to fix, have these billionaires fix it. Don't.
Now, when it comes to let these immigrants move into your own home, move. What in the world are these people talking about? People are struggling because of the things that are happening in this country right now, dealing with the immigrants. Let's take care of them. Meanwhile, you have taxpayers and citizens who are just, oh, please. Now, let me look at the comments here. Barbara says, I'll be happy to house our troops, police officers, truck drivers, farmers, etc. Our people that are securing our borders. But I'll be damned if I'm going to house illegal immigrants. And then another person, Paul, says, take a carload of illegal immigrants into your house, Mayor Adams. Yes, have murderers, thieves, rapists in your home. Great idea. Our government is asking us to house unvetted strangers with our children. This is utterly insane. Now, another person says, now they want to replace American citizen and destroy America. Choose this day, whatever, honey. You read stuff before you post it. A woman says, I will take immigrants when Republicans adopt all those children they're forcing women to have. Another person who is speaking with a very sound mind, place them in your house. You know how hard it is to get people out of your home. God forbid they are injured on your property. No vaccines, no criminal background check, no anything. Keep in mind that we have a lot of illegal immigrants. But I want you to be careful when it comes to women and children knocking at your door talking about they need help with money or they're being hurt outside. No, I will call the police. Someone knock at my door? No, sweetheart. I don't, and I have cameras anyway. So you go ahead and get stupid if you want to. Yeah, I keep cameras in my house. I have cameras outside my door. Yes, I do. And if somebody's being hurt out there, I will let them know, hold on, I'm calling the police right now. Hold on, do you know what they look like? Yeah, okay, the police are on their way. And that's the best you can do. And it's not like you're hard-hearted. No, I mean, you can't. To me, everybody's guilty until they can prove that they're innocent. Why? Because that's the kind of world that we live in. Prove to me that you're innocent. And no, I'm not jumping in. I keep in mind what 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11 says. Notice what it says here at 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11. Make it your goal, or in some translations, it says, make it your aim to live a quiet life. Here's the point that I want you to focus on. Minding your own business and working with your hands just as we instructed you before. Notice here what it says in the easy read version. The other version was the New Living Translation. Do all you can to live a peaceful life. Again, it's telling us, mind your own business and earn your own living as we told you before. Let's check out the King James Version. Here it says, and that ye study to be quiet and to do your own business, in other words, mind your business, and to work with your own hands as we commanded you. So I don't know about you, but I know that I'm going to adhere to what the Bible is telling me to do, and that's to mind my business, honey, because these days it's not safe for you to try to help anyone. It's just not safe. And so I always ask myself, if I was in trouble, would I want someone to keep minding their business and not help me? No, you know what? Jehovah God, Jesus Christ is my protector. Jesus Christ will send the right person at the right time by means of the Holy Spirit, honey. Because I know Jehovah and Jesus, they understand why people are no longer willing to help, because it's not safe. Trying to help someone who's struggling, you welcome them into your home, you try to help them get on their feet, and what will they do? Take advantage of you every time. You move one person into your home, they're going to try to bring their whole family. A woman, you know, if you bring a woman, she's going to find some man to try to lay up in your house. And then you know once he's moved in, he's going to try to dominate and control everything. And then your whole life is a mess. 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 11, make it your aim to live quietly and to mind your own business. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.